Okay, it has now been basically 4 weeks since my L3 through L5 lumbar fusion and laminectomy at two different levels. So, where am I at? I've been off the pain meds now for a week, and my back itself feels pretty good. A little achy here and there. I can still feel like something happened, but it's doing really well. I mean, surprisingly well. So, I'm very pleased with that. Let's see. So this week I've been expanding things a little bit. A big change is that I'm able to tolerate sitting for much longer periods of time than I did the first couple weeks. I mean, that's changed dramatically. Um, I mean, there's been times I've sat for now 20, 30 minutes, and I try to get up if I'm doing that, or go lay down. But I've actually been out and about. I've been driving a little bit. Um, Nothing too wild, just, here and there around town. Um, haven't really gone in to go shopping. I did go into the store to get something briefly. Um, but yeah, I'm able to drive and sit and, visit people. I do wear the brace, which, after a while gets kind of uncomfortable. I mean, the way I look at it is I know it's there to support you, but sometimes when I'm walking, it actually feels harder to walk wearing the brace. I almost feel like it makes me walk in an unnatural way. But yeah, the sitting, driving, those things are feeling okay. I have to be careful how I get in and out of the car, but it's workable. So that's good. As far as walking, um, throughout the day, I'm not taking long walks around the neighborhood. I'm still being a little cautious because I still have the strange feelings in my feet, mainly the right side, a little bit in the left foot, but certainly the right leg and right foot. Although not really pain in the legs anymore, so that's going away. Still don't have great sensation in my feet. I can walk. I still have to wear Crocs. I can't wear normal shoes. That makes things just worse as far as controlling my feet. Again, it's not really a drop foot. It's not that dramatic, but sometimes I just feel like I don't have great control of my foot. It's just an odd sensation. Sometimes it's tingling or burning. Oftentimes it just feels like I just don't have full sensation, though I appear to have full strength, according to the doctors. So I guess that's good. Um, so the most I'm walking, and this includes just everything during the day, walking around the house, getting up to get some water, whatever it is. Um, all told, the most I've walked in a day is probably about 1.5 miles. Um, I'm just gonna take that slow. I want to go walking. My back feels like I could walk, but I just don't feel like, if I went out for a really long walk, that my feet would do super well. I talked to my surgeon about that, and he said, you can kind of push through it to an extent, but if it's really getting uncomfortable, then you have to rest it. It may just not be ready, or the fact that the nerves were pushed around and were compressed for so long and then now manipulated during the surgery, it's going to take a long time for those to do whatever healing they're going to do. So I think the biggest difference in the first couple weeks when I was walking, it almost felt like my brain and spinal cord weren't communicating. The messages there were mixed, and it was really hard to walk in that sense because I felt like, I could easily fall. Now, although I still have the sensation in my feet, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It almost feels like my brain and spinal cord are at least connecting, and I don't feel like I'm going to fall quite as easily. Things feel a little bit more coordinated, despite the fact that my feet still don't feel great. So I don't know if I articulated that very well, but there is some kind of improvement there. So, maybe I'll start trying to take kind of more designated longer walks instead of just kind of getting up frequently and walking around the house and doing stuff. Um, and there have been times this week when, for example, I do coach my daughter's travel softball team, which I can't really physically do at the moment, but I did attend the practices and I sat there for a while and walking around the field a little bit. That was probably the longest I've done kind of purposefully. So maybe I'll start extending that a little bit. So things continue to improve. No more pain meds. Back feels pretty good. I feel like in some ways, maybe my situation with my brain and legs communicating is a little bit better. Feet still feel a little funky. So I'm hoping that that gets better over time. So we'll keep working on it. I'm going to take another 2 weeks off of work and extend my leave to 6 weeks and maybe shoot for that. That would be the end of June 2021. And we'll see what happens. But that's the latest update.